Big news out of Dodger Town. Dodgers signed two-time Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell from the Giants. Yes, some meat and potatoes, something to talk about here on Dodgers Digest. Loving this one. Also, with that signing, with the money spent on Snell, does that mean the Dodgers Soto offer still stands? I'll get to that story. And also, the quote of the day: will Shohei Ohtani be ready to pitch and hit come spring training? We'll get into those stories and more. Hey, if you're having trouble committing in life, hit the subscribe button. You won't have any more problems with that. Also, hit the like button, turn on notifications. Brad J here, Dodgers Digest. Down to business, Dodgers signed two-time Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell. Wow. Finally, some big stuff. I mean, look, it's been a long time since the season ended. It's been a long wait, and we've been waiting patiently as Dodger fans for something to come out of Dodger Town, and finally, it happens, all right? So, the story is, there he is, Blake Snell. Look at him in a Dodger uniform. Looking kind of good, right? So, this is how you can tell it's a true story. That is Snell's Instagram. He posted that. Snellzilla4 is his Instagram. He's got, 21,000 followers or something like that? But there he is, Blake Snell, the guy who's been a Dodger killer so many different times, will now be on the Dodgers. He is a smart man to work out a deal and be part of the world champion team. Because you know what? The way this is looking right now, it's juggernaut. It's going to come again, and the Dodgers are going to win another World Series next year. I'll predict that stuff right now. I'm not even scared. Not even scarred in the least. All right, let's get down to more of the story on it. According to Ken Rosenthal and Fabian of the Athletics, Snell and the Dodgers agreed to a 5-year, $182 million contract. The Dodgers now have arguably the best and deepest projected starting rotation in baseball for the 2025 season. Booyah, Grandma. Got to feel pretty good about that, huh? Well, what has Snell done? I mean, we're just talking like Snell. He's amazing, right? Well, what has Snell done? You're only as good as your resume, right? Well, over his first 8, I don't know if people say that, but I just said it. Over his first 8 seasons, a hard-throwing southpaw joined some exclusive company, winning the American League Cy Young Award. He did that with the Rays 2018. National League, did it with the Pods in 2023. Snell is one of the 7 pitchers in MLB history to win the Cy Young in both leagues, joining the names such as Gaylord Perry, Pedro Who's Your Daddy Martinez, Randy Johnson, the guy who likes to smash birds, Roger Clemens, Roy Halladay, and Max Scherzer. All of them has done the exact same thing. So that's what you're getting when you get Snell. But here's the deal. Snell was a Giant. So anytime we can stick it to the Giants, yeah, or the Padres, okay, because he was a Padre and a Giant. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Snell start games against those two teams and take care of business on them. It's going to be fun, right? It is going to be fun. Okay. Let's talk more about the Dodgers' updated rotation now that the payroll, after dropping $182 million in a free agent contract. And also, what is it, $52 million signing bonus for Snell as well. And some of this money is deferred. Now, much like Ohtani's contract, his whole salary is deferred. So what we're doing with Blake Snell, not sure how much. The numbers on that, we'll break that down when we hear how much is deferred. But what's the rotation going to look like? Now, remember, the Dodgers have always said that they're probably going to go with a 6-man rotation. Not probably. They basically said this. So now all the pundits out there are forgetting that Dodgers said they're going to go to a 6-man rotation. So I got this out of MLB this morning, what they're saying, and showing you the possible setup. Well, there's a possible setup right there. Okay, let's dissect this, shall we, just a moment here. Blake Snell, yep. Tyler Glasnow, yep. Yamamoto, yep. In that third spot, Shohei, if he's ready to go. I mean, once again, we'll get to that. We have the quote of the day from Shohei. Will he be ready to go by spring training to pitch and hit? Not just hit, but pitch and hit. And in that fifth spot, Tony Gonsolin, Bobby Miller, Dustin May, Landon Knack. I think that's a bunch of bullcrap right there, number 5. Because first of all, the Dodgers have said they are going to do a 6-man rotation. I don't know why MLB did not pick up on that, but the Dodgers have said this a few different times that they'd go to a 6-man rotation. And Dustin May is a starter. That's not going to happen. Landon Knack is not going to be a starter. I don't see that happening. Gonsolin, I think they're going to try to work him more towards a bullpen. And Bobby Miller, I don't see him starting. I mean, maybe a few games, but with Shohei, Yamamoto, Glasnow, and Snell, and then hold up. We have not even talked about Walker Buehler. Are they going to sign Walker Buehler now? Is that even a thing? Or, oh, no, we got Snell. We're going to just jump ship on Walker. I don't think so. I think Walker's still in. And get this, I think Sasaki is still in too as well. So just take a look at that. Erase line number 5 right there, okay? Erase line number 5 and put in Sasaki number 5 and number 6, so there's going to be a 6-man rotation. There you go. You put in Buehler right there. There's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did it for him. So the Dodgers basically do not have to do that. Are you down with the whole program? Are you down with the Snell pickup? I mean, 2-time Cy Young Award winner. I mean, I don't know how you could not be happy with that. And it's been a kind of a slow offseason, so to see something happen that we could confirm, that's awesome stuff right there. So now, what does that mean, though, regarding a few different other things, okay? Who will the Dodgers target after getting Snell? Who's on the table now? Because now we got to start talking, is Teoscar now? Is the Soto thing, and I read an article this morning that Soto is still in play. Dodgers made an offer towards Soto, so that offer still stands if Soto was to take it. So they would get Snell, and they would get Soto. But what happens to Buehler? What happens to Teoscar? What happens to Trinan? And what happens to Kike? That is going to be the question, because it looks like Sasaki's still in play too as well. So it's just, I mean, we get a good answer by showing us that, okay, Dodgers mean business. They got a lefty. They needed a lefty, a starter, a lefty starter, because Kershaw is not the same Kershaw he was, 15 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago for all that matter. So you needed a dominant left-hander, and we definitely got one in Blake Snell. So congrats on that one. Stoked to get him on the team. But what does it mean? Tell you what, I'll be searching and finding out what that means for Buehler, Teoscar, Trinan, and Kike. What does that mean for them? And Soto, too. What if Soto accepts? Then he's a Dodger. Then it's like, you have no choice over that. All right. Time for one of your favorite times of the show is always, you know it, Dodgers Digest quote of the day. All right, today's quote of the day comes from Shohei Ohtani, and the big question to Shohei was this: will you be ready to hit and pitch and hit come spring training? Will you be ready? Or is it, the shoulder's not quite there, we're just going to DH for spring training? And no, but what does Shohei say about that? Well, the show says this: the goal is to be ready for opening day. That includes hitting and pitching. I like to see that. We're taking our time. Obviously, we want to make sure that I'm healthy first. Great, yep, because got a lot of money invested in that man right there. We're not going to rush anything anytime soon. Discussing my shoulder, we're going to take it a bit more time and be a bit more conservative with the shoulder. But he does say that he will be ready to pitch and to hit come spring training. So we look forward to that. And that, my friends, is going to do it. Another edition of Dodgers Digest in the books. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, turn on the notifications. I'm Brad J. Thanks for tuning in to Dodgers Digest. And always remember, people, to think blue.